Stoicism was founded around 301 BCE by Zeno of Citium in Athens. It was nearly forgotten for 2 millennia. Fortunately, various texts from three principal leaders, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, survived and now build the bedrock of the reviving philosophy. In this unpredictable world, this philosophy gives us a roadmap to success. It makes us calm in difficult situations, direct our thoughts, and help us to choose the best reaction in different situations. It offers us many useful strategies, and here we have 10 principles and ideas of Stoic philosophy. Live in agreement with nature. What separates the human being from animals are our mental and social abilities. We are meant to apply reason to all our actions. We are able to think about our preferred action before we act. This is the Stoic goal of life, to live in agreement with our nature by applying reason to our actions. Live by virtue. Virtue is the highest of all goods. No matter what happens to us, we can always try to apply reason and choose to live in accord with the virtue. We should always try to do the right thing. It is all that we control. The Stoics classified these different forms of virtue under four broad headings: the four cardinal virtues. Wisdom or prudence include excellent deliberations, good judgment, perspective, and good senses. Justice or fairness includes good-heartedness, public service, and fair dealing. Courage or fortitude includes bravery, authenticity, and confidence. Self-discipline or temperance includes orderliness, self-control, forgiveness, and humility. Focus on what you can control, accept what you can't. All we control is our mind and the actions we choose to take. We can try our best and accept all that happens because we don't control it. If we get disturbed by what we don't control, we become helpless victims. So the key lesson to take away here is to focus our attention and efforts where we have the most power, and then let the universe take care of the rest. We must carefully distinguish between what is up to us or within our own power and what is not. Up to us are our voluntary choices, namely our actions and judgments, while everything else is not under our control. The Stoics use the archer analogy to explain this. An archer is trying to hit a target. He has a number of things under his control, such as training, which bow and arrow to use, how well to aim, and when to let go of the arrow. So he can do his very best up to the moment when the arrow leaves his bow. Now, will he hit the target? That is not up to him. After all, a gust of wind, a sudden movement of the target, or something could go between the bow arrow and the target. And the Stoic archer is ready to accept all possible outcome with calmness, because he has done his best and left the rest, what he could not control, to nature. Distinguish between good, bad, and indifferent things. The Stoics differentiated between good, bad, and indifferent things. The good things include the cardinal virtues: wisdom, justice, courage, and self-discipline. The bad things include the opposites of these virtues, namely the four vices: folly, injustice, cowardice, and indulgence. Indifferent things include all the rest, but mainly life and death, fame and bad reputation, pleasure and pain, wealth and poverty, and health and sickness. Indifferent things can be summed up as health, wealth, and reputation. Take action like the true philosopher. The true philosopher actually lives by the ideas. He is a warrior of the mind. Today, many people learn and acquire knowledge only to store it in their mind. They forget the most important part: to live and practice the ideas. Practice misfortune. Imagine potentially bad scenarios in advance, and they won't catch you by shock, and you will be able to face them calmly and act according to virtue. The idea of premeditation of adversity is to repeatedly imagine potentially bad scenarios in advance so that they will not catch you by shock, and you will be able to face them calmly and act according to virtue. Remember, no matter how catastrophic a situation might look, to the Stoics, such external events are neither good nor bad but indifferent. Only our responses can be good or bad. Add a reserve clause to your actions. You only control your actions but not the outcome. You can give your best, but maybe it won't bring the results you wanted. Choose to do your very best to succeed and simultaneously know and accept that the ultimate outcome is beyond your direct control. Seneca defines the reserve clause with the formula: I want to do such and such as long as nothing happens which may present an obstacle to my decision. Elsewhere, he gives the example: I will sail across the ocean if nothing prevents me. Love everything that happens. Accept rather than fight every little thing that happens. You don't decide everything that happens to you. In fact, you control very little. Imagine that everything that happens specifically for you. Wish for situations to happen as they do, and your life will go smoothly. The Stoics used a wonderful metaphor: the dog leashed to a cart. Imagine a dog leashed to a moving cart. The leash is long enough that the dog has two options. Either he can smoothly follow the direction of the cart, over which he has no control, and at the same time enjoy the ride and explore the surroundings. Or he can stubbornly resist the cart with all his force and end up being dragged for the rest of the trip anyway. We are like dog. Either we make the best of the trip, or we fight against every little decision the car driver makes. One way is effortless and joyful, and the other is exhausting and miserable. You choose. Turn obstacles into opportunities. How you perceive things is highly important. Everything that happens can be looked at as an opportunity. The key to recognize these opportunities lies in your perception. How you see things is more important than the things themselves. You can find good in everything. Stoics teach us to regard everything as an opportunity for growth. This enables us to turn everything, obstacles and gifts alike, into causes for opportunity. Be mindful. You must bring your full awareness into your actions. Otherwise, you act out of emotions instead of your rational decisions. Observe yourself and go through your daily actions before you go to bed so that you will make better decisions the next day. reflect on your day. You can write things down or you can go through them in your head. Ask questions. What good did I do today? What could I do better? How could I be the best version of myself? What do I want to change? And finally, an ideal Stoic will be like this. They will be serene and confident. They act reasonably. They focus on what they can control. They accept faith graciously. They are unattached to external things. They are grateful and calm, kind and generous. They take full responsibility for their life. They are supremely virtuous. And lastly, they live in complete harmony.